What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nonpfixion. Let me get this other phone situated. Did it die? I think it died. But how did it die? It was plugged up. Anyways. Okay. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Alright. So the second episode is called Summon the Suit. Well, welcome to Nonpfixion. And this is the part of the series of the channel, what we call Ready Set Geek, where we do a watch along for a different TV series. And this one we're doing for is Moon Knight. So, yeah. The movie, which is listening. Yeah, it's different. All right, let me move some stuff around in OBS. My screen is a little bit weird, but okay. There we go. All right. Everything is working fine. Yep. Excuse me. Everything is okay. Everything's okay. Now, first episode was pretty cool. How everything turned out. I was actually pleasantly surprised how they did the episode because like I was saying before, on the sports stream earlier, I wasn't sure how they were going to do that episode because I wasn't familiar with all the content that the series had because of the different the comic book had. But yeah, did I not do that? Oh, I guess I did not. Hold on, guys. Let me fix the thumbnail like we normally do. But once again, thank you for being here. Truly appreciate it. Once we get the thumbnail attached, then we are good to go. But this series actually is pretty cool. I went and actually looked to see about any comics I can read because I was like, this looks like a very interesting style of character. The way they're displaying the personality of his character in this series. Did they change something? They did change something. There's a category missing. There's definitely a category missing. So also, you have your Disney Plus. The episode is already up. So open it up, get ready, so we can start the countdown. Then we'll get right into the show itself. Okay. Excuse me. Doing good, bro. Had a couple of good streams. Early now, just relaxing. Oh, okay. How you doing, Sean? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. I'm doing good. How about yourself? I was just getting my stuff up on the backside of the channel so I can get ready to put everything on for you guys. But thank you for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. I wish like when you use OBS, like not everything some things reset when you open and close them. Oh, I wish they all didn't do that. Did it work? Okay, so timer's up to snuff. Oh, that's so weird. Why is it doing that? That's so weird. That is so weird, you guys. My screen was like this flicker like crazy. I'm like, why is it doing that? Okay. Why is it doing that? Oh, it's because that's over there. Interesting. Because figured something else new out. Yeah, it was like spazzing. If I move the because you know the timer I can interact with it. So I pull it out so it's separate little screen. But when I have it near the main screen, it just was spazzing the hell out, and I don't know why. That was weird. It's like hella weird. It's like fucking me up. Okay, it was just super weird. What's up, LQZY? Lazy, I would assume. Welcome to the channel. I don't know what is going on right now. This is so trippy. Okay. All right, y'all know the deal. The deal. So when we get to start the timer, when we get the timer, get 10 seconds. Everybody press play at the same time. You said, what's the show about? The show is off of comic. It's based off the comic Moon Knight. New characters joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You, if you have Disney Plus, you need to watch the first episode. If you haven't watched the first episode, this is going into the second episode. But we're actually about to start that very soon. Within the next couple seconds. So, but it's a new it's not a new character. It's a character that's been around for a very long time. It's starting to finally get its shine. But he has a very interesting story. But like I said, if you have Disney Plus, you need to watch the first episode. You gotta watch the first episode before you even like jump into the second episode, especially if you have no idea about the comic book character and any parts of his origin. So, once again, when we get to 10 seconds, everybody press play at the same time so we can start. So, start timer now. In 3, 2, 1, and press play. Let's get it cracking, y'all. And don't skip the intro. Let it play. Yeah, the first episode was crazy. The way they did I love how they had him flickering in and out of from Mark to Steven. I love that. I like the way they did it. You said what? What do you mean the timer went off? The timer's on the screen right there. I can see it. Okay. I like when Mark was talking to him through the screen, through the mirror, and you start seeing the hieroglyphics all over the wall. Started to bring in more of the Egyptian hieroglyphic, Egyptian gods, and all those theories. Now, the one thing I do know from like different things I've seen, the different gods that exist in the MCU, they've been there the entire time. Like the entire time that all those movies have taken place, they've been there. They're not necessarily just around Earth. They're outside of the plane, like the a natural plane, and because a lot of them are just kind of abandoned the people of all the planets because they're not being worshipped. They're not being worshipped. They really don't care. When they're not being worshipped, the less power they have. The more they're being worshipped, the more powerful they become. So if people start to believe in them, then they become powerful, like super powerful. That's why in some versions of the Marvel comics, though, because of Santa Claus being believed in, he's OP. Oh, here we go, him waking up again. He went to the mirror trying to see if Mark was there. So he's back at the museum and talking about his first pipes in there. Somebody's definitely covered up. Like Area 51. It's not. It's gonna be. It's not gonna be anything he's thinking of. I guarantee you that. Just because it's gonna be funny. He said, "Are you crying?" Oh wow! So nothing is even there. I didn't think it would be, but it's just crazy because the way he's doing it, it really making him look crazy. He's like staring at the screen, like, "Come on out, buddy." You say you don't let my coach used to call me that. Wait, what? The way they're doing this is so interesting. He still got his smartphone and keys. Well, I feel like that statue character has not only spoken to Steven, but also spoken to Mark. Has to play a role somewhere down. Oh yeah, it has to. Yeah, it definitely has to. The way the things are unfolding, where only he can really see it. 'Cause like I said, I've never read a comic book, so I don't know. I don't know the story, so I don't know exactly how or why. But it must be like it's like the demons or whatever he's seeing is like a dimensional thing. So maybe only he can see it. You know what I'm saying? That which is kind of trippy because you could be fighting something, people just think you just bugged out. What? Oh, this is a Spectre's spot or a Mark spot. Sorry. Should be United States. Of course, the mercenary would be from the United States. Oh wow, that looks cool. He's like a bit, yeah. Oh. He said, I don't care how buddy hamster you are. Can't you? He said, I eat one piece of steak and bam, he blamed it on the meat. That's hella funny. He said to call himself handsome. Like, yeah, I know, right? He did call himself handsome. That's from the trailer. There was a figure down in that hallway. Oh, it's Kanchi. Mm-hmm. Holy crap! I like how no matter how fast he runs, the shadow of his like staff is on his back. Like he's just always there. He just screamed like crazy. Is this the voice that he was talking to? He said, "Right, yeah." He said a Victoria. He said a Victorian Duchess. He's so awkward. What's up, Art? Oh man, the Steven character. He's so he's so out of place around people. It's so crazy. But welcome to the channel, Art. Hope all's well with you. Hold on. Love from Canada. What's up? Thank you for the love from Canada. Appreciate you. I'm currently in Texas, United States. Thank you for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. So yeah, it's super uncomfortable. It kind of makes you feel a little uncomfortable. Yeah. He said you way out of your depth. She say you're talking again about his mom or mum. I'm kind of glad I haven't read this comic because now the way I'm being introduced to it, it's like I don't. It's so fresh. You know what I'm saying? So, but I still want to go back and read some comics. I just need to find some that aren't super expensive. He says Steven about Still My Girl. I know, right? She bugging like, what's going on? See, I only seen like bits and pieces of Moon Knight in like certain cartoons and other stuff, and so I didn't really, like I said before, I really didn't know much about him. Nobody believes that one. He said paper shop. I'm like, even if you find a passport, you still have no proof of anything. She says, I would have been like, don't question, don't question my love life when she saw those chains. I know, right? That's pretty funny. Mm. Mark's story is getting crazy every minute. Yeah, but I mean, he is a mercenary, so some of the stuff they're saying, I'm not necessarily surprised. You know what I'm saying? That's trippy. Ethan Hawke. He said, "Kill him." So he knows a lot more about the the story than anybody does. He's goat. Wasn't Mark warning him about Khonshu though? He was telling Mark was telling Steven that he is Khonshu's avatar, like so Khonshu chose him to fight his battles basically. He's his like his warrior. So he's warned him in that aspect, like, more so that that's who, they're chosen to defend in the helpless. He said, "You have no conscience." He started destroying stuff. Okay. He said it's a little American. It's true. It's true. So Amit. Ethan Hawke is doing a good job too. I like him in his character, in this role. Exactly. I like what he said. How he's kind of rebuttaling the whole Amit thing. It's prejudgment. It's like that Tom Cruise movie with precognition. Excuse me. He's like, then don't. This is the first Marvel movie where there's multiple thought processes you have to go through on what's right and wrong. Yeah, I mean, what he's doing or what he's thinking is what they tried to do with Thanos. I think. I think they kind of tried to do that same process with Thanos, but we were all just so stuck on this grandiose story that it didn't really hit the way it was probably written to be. Okay, so she knows the full details. I'm sorry, if I was Steven, I'd be begging Mark to take over. I'm like, bruh, I need them hands. I need them hands. Come through play, I need them hands. I do like how we're going more into like the dark magic and just the mystical. I like that part. Not just the practical heroes. Well, all right. It's so much like it's over since sensory overload. I love Oscar Isaac's acting though. She can't see it. I, oh, superhero landing. This is that other one. Yes, I did see this in the comics. Oh, well, this is part of my thumbnail. It's kind of fire though. It's kind of fire though. He said not Psycho Colonel Sanders. This suit is actually pretty dope. I don't care, even though it's not like a soup. It's like a. It's actually kind of dope. So I want to know was Steven suffering with multiple personal disorder the whole time? Is that the reason the country chose him? And one of the things I was reading, it was saying that there might have been a potential crack before, like before he even um, Conchu found him. That's what made Conchu probably get to him. That's so crazy how they're doing it. That's creepy. Oh, he smacked the crap out of her. Oh, damn. He said, "You pluck ugly coyote." This is, that's a hell of a right hand. This is from the trailer. Okay, they're not the cosplay. Ooh, mm. I love the graphics. How that suit comes out, man. Some extreme parkour. That shot is like your classic, typical '80s comic book movie. Ooh, damn. Oh, that's what they took off the trailer. They showed us that part scene. Good editing. Good editing, Disney, with that trailer. The scarab, he dropped it. So he's just killing people just on GP just because that's some BS. Oh, okay. That little rage is so crazy. I like the transition. He got blood in his hand, so you know he just whoop somebody's ass. Egypt. Matter of fact, that might be Cairo. Yeah, they're doing a good job with this series. They're yeah. This might be the best written one so far because it's. I think just because it's not really in the same vein as all the other stories, where it's not that same comic book style. It's very different. It's an alternative style. I like this one a lot. I don't think there is any extra scenes, but that's the picture of Layla with looks like her father in the background. The details of the suit, like, it just looks really good. I think the ones I've seen on other like comic books or cartoons, they didn't look necessarily mummy-ish to me, but I like how it kind of resembles that style, that feeling. And so I think we're just getting the beginning of it. These are still lead up episodes. Oh yeah, it's a lot of context because they know a lot of people. I mean, how you doing? Movie clips Hindi. They know a lot of people haven't really read. A lot of people that are on Disney Plus haven't really read this comic book. You know what I'm saying? Because not one of the more known one. But I like this a lot. I like this a lot. So that episode was called "Summon the Suit," where his wife arrived, Lily, who is the Khonshu's next choice for his avatar, and that's part of the reason why Mark is doing what he's doing because he doesn't want Lily to be the next Moon Knight, which kind of be crazy. Yeah, it was. It was. I agree with you. Movie clips. It was definitely good. Definitely for good. I like how it's breaking down. And like I said, that's what I was saying in the beginning of the stream. I was saying I'm kind of happy that this is the one time where I'm like, okay, not having read the comic, I come at it with different eyes, fresh eyes. But still, I know some of the comics, like the world around the comic, I do know that world, so I can get let myself be pulled into the story. So I really like where it's going, where it's taking me. But at the same time, I actually now want to read this comic because I've only, like I said it before, I've seen the character in different shows that's like the cartoon shows, and I've seen, of course, seen comic books, but I never read the comic books. I was For when I was younger, I was introduced to like um, more like the what's considered now the heavy hitters of Marvel. Captain America, Iron Man, Spider Man. Of course, my first comic book that I ever bought and read myself was Spider Man. So that's definitely a world away from this character. So I would have never, as a child, would never even went towards this character because I didn't know nothing about it. And none of my friends read these characters. I have friends who read only DC stuff, and then my homeboy, my closest friends, he read stuff, but it was more so Thor, Incredible Hulk, stuff like that. But none of us even read anything near this style. Said, hold up, I'm enjoying reactions since you are a fan of comics and you have expectations, but you're enjoying the experience at the same time. What do you mean, hold off? But yeah, so this is actually a really, really good series. And I like the writing a lot. I think the writing, I mean, I know the twists and turns of the Loki series was really good, but the writing in this one I think is actually much better, as in a way it's telling its story because it's telling you from so far two personalities. We will probably be introduced to a third and a fourth very shortly, and that's gonna tell off that nose. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna read it afterwards because the books themselves. Every time they do a series, the book prices go up. So I wait. I have to wait because none of this characters stories are available on Audible where I can just use like my points to get them. So the books have jumped up in price. Like the starter book for the first one is like 30 bucks now, and I meant to actually grab it a while back because I had been when I was searching for something. Oh, I was searching for a different version of the Batman Year One comic and the Moon Knight character because they're compared. They're compared so frequently. Um, but the Moon Knight character kept popping up in the comics. And was interested in reading about it. I never read about it, but then I read some of the. I didn't remember it recently, but when I did read it was like a year or two ago. When we first heard about the Batman movie, but so I read about it, popped up, read the little bio stuff, and seemed interesting. And I should have bought it then when I had the opportunity, but I totally forgot. Life happens. So yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, so my buddy that's being comics is down to pop in when we do watch along for the Batman. Okay, we just gotta make sure because the more screens we have, the heavier toll it takes on the streams itself because of that video stuff. So we just gotta see if we can even do it without the computer shutting down. but yeah. So and the fact that it's weird because it definitely doesn't. The episodes definitely don't feel short. I think because it's just the way they tell the story, so it feels like you really get into it pretty quick. It's not like, even though these episodes do have action, it's a lot of context, but it does have action. So I guess maybe that's what makes it feel like you can get pulled in so easily. He said, I meant more as a viewer and commenting. Oh yeah, yeah, they can always Or probably he could probably could get him to just come over to my house and do it that way. That's true too. Because just like when we did when I tried to hop in on the stream when you were doing the stream, how your computer was slowing down. I already know that even though mine can handle 2, I don't know if it can handle 3. So because then it's forcing OBS to do triple the work. If the computer was situated, then I'd be, oh yeah, no problem, I got it. It's easy claps. But I think I do feel like the writing in this is probably the best out of all the stories so far. But I definitely feel like the stories, the writing is getting better with each progressive story. I will say that. And it doesn't feel rushed. And I think it's more so because I don't know a lot of this stuff. Because like WandaVision, I knew bits and pieces of that. I knew about the storyline, the behind the scenes stuff, and they were trying to throw in so many different things, which I think still worked. But I think at the end, because of what was happening in the world, that's what kind of messed up that series. Because there was things that was supposed to be thrown in the last 2 to 3 episodes that couldn't, because they couldn't get that person or those persons to fly from other countries to Atlanta to shoot the rest of that series, which kind of sucks because I already knew that it would have been crazy, because WandaVision is supposed to bleed into Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. So because it couldn't, because of how they had to change the story up at the end, I know it probably messed up some of the writing. So it is for sure they close it really strong, and looks like we're going to get a primary Mark story next up. Yeah. Because the fact that Khonshu is really going after him. He's using him as the avatar, but he's really holding the idea of like, okay, well, if you leave, you know who my next choice is, and she's very close to you. Like, he's manipulated the hell out of him. You know what I'm saying? So, and more so because Mark's not a fool. He knows that, but because he knows that, he's just going along with it so he can possibly get their deal to be concluded, so he won't go after her or use her. But it's cool. I like it a lot. But I'm headed to bed. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Hit you up tomorrow. Oh, most definitely, man. I'm about to get off very shortly. So I know. But the character that was in the hood, the version of Moon Knight in the hood, that was like just the mask. I really like the way that looks. It was like pimped out, like super pimped out. And I know from recently searching that character is on the cover of a couple of the comic books. So that's another version. and I forgot that that one has a different name too, and I forgot what the damn name is. But I believe there's five actual personalities. Let's see. And I believe in the comics, Mark Spector is no wait. I think Steven is the main name, or is it Mark? I think Mark is the main one. I believe so. But he suffers from the actual title is dissociative identity disorder. That's what it is. DID. Okay, so Stephen Grant in the comics is like a rich playboy. Um, they definitely broke him down a lot more to where he's definitely not the rich character that comic book readers are used to reading. So I wonder those who have read it, if if you read the comic, how does that make you feel that they changed that bit of him? I mean, does it change the character so much because you're going from a rich, playboy? That's why he's compared. I bet you that's why he's really compared to Batman. I guarantee you that's why. Very similar style. So of course you have Stephen Grant. Oh, trying to get to all the names. Yeah, see, and I think the one with the that kind of suit and tie, he goes by Mr. Knight. And then of course you have Moon Knight is so you have Stephen Grant, Mark Spector. See, this is from the show. I want to know from the comic book, not from the show. Because from the show, so far we've only seen the three. You know what I'm saying? So sorry guys, my eyes are watering like crazy. Okay, so you have Mark Spector, you have Stephen Grant, you have Jake Lockley. Um, is there any other ones? I think that might be it, to be honest with you. Besides Mr. Knight and Moon Knight. So technically, you have five. Interesting. So I wonder. Okay, so looking at the supporting characters of his story, there's a character named Marlene Alaron. She's an archaeologist. Father is murdered by a raw bushman. It says she meets and is saved by Mark hours before his first resurrection, when he becomes Khonshu's avatar. So I wonder if that's the Layla character. Because I don't see a Layla in this list of names. Yeah, I don't see a Layla name in this. Yeah, he has a crazy rogues gallery. Morpheus. He fights Neo. Okay, I'm definitely gonna dig into this character a little more. because just this story alone is pretty freaking awesome, to be honest with you. The where it's going, how they've done it. Oh, let me stop this. How they've done everything. I think it's pretty interesting. And the idea of dissociative disorder too. Um, it's an interesting topic, and the way for them to approach this in a comic book. I'm surprised it's not a comic book that received received a lot of flack for how it's approaching a character. Especially back then, how protective some people are over there with the kids read. Wait, is he introducing a Hulk story? Oh yeah, I gotta read this more. Okay, all right, because I start reading on stream and be stuck. Like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. But yeah, this actually, because I really enjoy the story. I enjoy what they're doing with it. I enjoy where they're taking us. I enjoy how the writing is taking us on this ride of kind of introducing us bits and pieces up to the character and to the different um, identities of the character. Because like I said, I know that there's more than just the two that we've seen so far. I know that already for a fact. So I'd like to see where they're going from it, where they're going with it, and how they're taking us there. Like I'm just here for the ride. And that's really what anybody who's watching any of these stories, no matter if it's Marvel, DC, just try to enjoy the ride as best as possible. Try to go in with an open mind and just be there to see where they take you. Now, by the end of the stories or by the end of the series, you make your decision. Okay, I do like this, I don't like this, and then that's it. That's what it is. Some people go in this from the jump because they change one little thing, then all of a sudden they're just mad about everything. You can't really go in it that way. You have to go in it with just like, okay, I'm gonna see where they take me. I can, make my notes. Say, okay, I didn't necessarily like that. Didn't necessarily like that. I did like that. I like how I did that. And then make a total judgment. Don't just jump off of one thing and say, nope, they changed this and they ruined the whole thing. It's not really a good way to go about it. But thank you guys for being here. Truly appreciate you. Let's look on to the one side and see what's going on. Okay, so it's in progress. Okay. Oops. Let me see if there's anybody on. If there is, then I can send you guys over to somebody. That title is hilarious. Let me see. Let's check the just chatting section. If 40 was here, I know he would want me to host you guys over to Amaranth. Let's see. There are some interesting titles in this stories, in these videos. Just chatting is really starting to pop it off like crazy now. I'm just nothing really jumps out where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go with that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm gonna host that person. This person is streaming watching Amaranth. Come on, man. That's that's just not how you do things. And this person is streaming an actual movie. Another movie. Another movie. Dragon Ball Z. Everybody hates Chris. Okay. Only cereals. Twitch has changed a lot. It has changed a lot. Okay, so with that being said, I don't think we're going to host over to anybody. We're gonna call it a night. Appreciate you guys for being here. Truly, truly, truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Look out for some new content coming soon. We're working on some new videos, especially there's going to be some breakdowns of this current series. I didn't want to do the first one because the first one, I wanted to kind of do the second one. Just because the first one, it's kind of like we're also learning about the character. So I didn't want to really do reaction to any of the videos because some of those basics we already know. Wanted to really wait till we got into a little bit more to work on reactions from it depends. I know some people are gonna have really good breakdowns. Matter of fact, I guarantee you there's gonna be 2 or 3 breakdowns that will be popping up on the YouTube channel within the next 35 minutes. I guarantee you that. But we will be doing reactions to 1 or 2 of those, depending on who they're coming from. Because we know certain ones have a lot of different information compared to the others, because they don't use the same sources. I'll say it like that. But thank you for being a part of the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. My name is Nonpfixion. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, noon, wherever you are in the world today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Man, let's keep it popping. The road 2000, man. Let's get to 2000. That's the goal for this year. We get to 2000. We're close, but yet still far. Appreciate you. Love you. I'm out, you guys. Have a great and wonderful night, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Or rest of your week. Sorry. Peace out, y'all.